Namaste everyone, welcome to the channel once again. So today I am going to discuss about how to really judge the ascendance predictions in your life, how to really understand the accuracies of an ascendant predictions. So let's discuss. Ascendant is just the starting point of your life, not your entire story. Do you know what ascendant actually means? Ascendant represents your outer personality. Your outer personality is actually your ascendant, not your entire life story. And the other thing that ascendant represents is your life direction. It's the base of all the planets. Wherever each planets are placed, their house is calculated from the ascendant. Let's say you have Saturn in the sign of Aquarius in your horoscope, and you are born as a Gemini ascendant. That means here Saturn is in the ninth house. How we understood that? Because the sign of Aquarius, where Saturn is placed, is nine houses away from the sign of Gemini. So it means Saturn is in the ninth house. So the purpose of ascendant, other purpose is to calculate where each planets are placed, and along with it, your outer personality and your life direction, and your physical self where you are sitting, not the planets, not the zodiac signs, but in the entire horoscopes where you are sitting. That sign is your ascendant. That sign becomes your physical self, where the body you see, the physical features you have, your how people see you. That's the that is shaped by the which ascendant you are. Okay. So the main thing about an ascendant is to check the house placement, to check where each planets are placed, in which houses each planets are placed. And the other thing is, and the other main thing is your physical self, to see in your entire horoscope where you are sitting, to check in the entire zodiac sign, entire horoscope where you are sitting, in which zodiac sign you are sitting. And it can also represent your personality, your outer facial features, how other people see you. Since it represents in which house you are sitting, it can also represent your facial features, your physical features of your body, how people see you. Ascendant is like a body of the car, but the planets are the engine. How you see the car, that's the ascendant. How you see the beauty of the car, how you see the shape of a car, that's the ascendant. But how it really works, what's inside the car, what makes the car work, that's the planets. Okay, that's the simple example I can say how ascendant is influencing your life. What are the other things you should be checking while reading the horoscope? You should be keeping it simple and practical while reading the horoscope. First thing is check where moon is placed in your horoscope. Moon is your mind and emotions. How you feel, react, and your mental state is represented by the moon. When it comes to personality, what I have seen is many people relates to the moon sign than the ascendant when it comes to personality, because moon represents the way you think, your emotions, how you express emotionally, how you take things emotionally, what you keep in your mind. It's the main significator, it's the significator of your mind. Okay, that's the energy of the moon. So when it comes to personality, moon have much more upholds than the ascendant. Check where moon is placed in your horoscope. If your moon is in the sign of Aries, it will be having the energy of Aries in your life. If the moon is in the first house, the sign of Aries, it will be having the energy of first house and the sign of Aries in your life. I'll be uploading differently how planet behaves in each houses and zodiac signs. Okay. Moon is not a planet, but in astrology, Moon is considered as a planet. We say planet only. And the next thing is check where Sun is placed in your horoscope. Sun represents your confidence, authority, and light directions in your life. Let's say, for an example, let's say you have Sun in the sign of Gemini. So, the upcoming videos I'll be uploading the energy of Sun in Gemini, so you can watch the video how it is influencing in your life, this placement. And the next thing is check the placement, check the house of the sun. Let's say sun is in the fifth house, the sign of Gemini. How it is calculated? Sun becomes fifth house only when you have an Aquarius ascendant. Let's say you are born as an Aquarius ascendant. Sun goes five houses away from the sign of Aquarius to the sign of Gemini. So Sun is in the fifth house. So in the upcoming videos, I will be uploading video about Sun in the fifth house, and you can check how it is influencing your life, how this placement influencing your life. Okay, and the next thing to check is the placement of planets in each houses and zodiac sign. Check where Venus is placed, check where Saturn is placed, check where Mars is placed. These planets can be in each zodiac sign and houses. Let's say Venus is in the seventh house, the sign of Libra. What happens is Venus carries the energy of seventh house and the sign of Libra in this person's life. Let's say Saturn goes into the third house in the sign of Aries. So this person should be watching the video about Saturn in the third house, and the other video about Saturn in the sign of Aries. So this person will be carrying the energy of Aries and third house and Saturn's energy in their lives. So this is how you read your horoscope by step by step. Okay. And the other thing to check is where the house lords goes through, where the house lord planet going to. For example, let's say this person is born as a Virgo ascendant. If this person is born as a Virgo ascendant, their first house is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is the Virgo. Second is Libra, which is Venus. Third house is Mars. Let's say there is no planet in the second house. And what happens is you have to check where the lord of the second house is going. Here the second lord is controlled by Venus, which is Libra. And let's say Venus is in the sign of Pisces. So this person should be watching the video about Venus in the sign of Pisces, so they can understand the energy of Venus. This person can understand how their second house behaves in their lives. Okay. The reason people are feeling some predictions are not becoming relatable in their life is because they are only watching the ascendant videos, and some are only watching the moon sign videos where their moon is placed, their nakshatra based predictions. So astrology is not any shortcut, it is a full of ocean and a mixture of all the energies. Join all the energy together and come to a conclusion. Then only these predictions will be becoming relatable in your life. Okay. For example, let's say you are born as a Leo ascendant. So what happens is people sees you as a powerful and confident person who have good leadership qualities, who have big leadership qualities. So that's how people see you, because ascendant represents how other people sees you. So since you are a Leo ascendant, people sees you like that. And let's say your moon goes into the sign of Pisces. Moon represents the way you think. But internally you are more of a emotional and sensitive person rather than becoming dominant and powerful. So what other people sees you is the sign of Leo, and what you are internally is the energy of Moon, which is sensitive and caring person. So that's what happens. And if Saturn influences, it becomes delayed, because Saturn is a small big planet. So it's a mixture of all the combos. With just one single placement and one single ascendant, you cannot judge your life. So ascendant is the base, planets are the modifiers, and the dasha is the timing. The time that you get what you have in your horoscope. And what is dasha and all, I will be discussing in the later video. How to calculate dasha, which dasha you are in, I will be discussing in the next video. Okay, the next video, the upcoming future videos. So what I have to say finally is astrology is not a shortcut. Just one single placement cannot determine your life. So bye for now. We will be seeing in the next video with another insights. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and press the like button. So bye.